There are three things I really want you to ask yourself in the year of 2024. Okay, there's three main things. Before you spend anything, here are the three things that I ask myself before I do it. I do this with my team, like, hey, help me understand why we need this. Like, why am I buying this? Just because you know I have the money, just because I know I have the money, I'm not just wasting it. I'm not just spending it. Seriously, like here are the three things. I want you to write this down. Do I genuinely need this, or is it merely a want? Like, do I genuinely need this new backpack? Do I genuinely need this new car? Do I genuinely need this particular item, or is it merely just a want? Now, I'm not knocking wants because I don't need this necklace. I don't need this watch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need it. I wanted it, but I didn't get this and this before I took care of my priorities. Not gonna say I never, because clearly I did, but recently I have not purchased a want over a need. I haven't. I mean, we're in a brand new studio, and if we were to show you all, the studio, my interior decorator, she's like, yo, you need to get some blackout curtains and where they come up and down. I said, no, that's not important. She's like, oh, Anthony, you'll look good. I'm like, I'm not worried about looking good. I'm really not worried. I want to make sure that I'm spending my money on places that we need. I have a staff. I need to make sure that we turn this studio into a money machine so that I can continue paying them, one, and two, that they can make more money. Me spending 5-10 grand on getting blackout curtains in this brand new studio doesn't make financial sense to me, because I can take that money and put it into another studio so we can start renting that out. Is it a need, or is it merely just a want to help us look good? So if y'all looked into the studio, you would see that we have like sound things in here, and they're brown and they're ugly. They're ugly, right? But to me, I'm like, okay, is it merely a need or is it a want? That was a want. It's not something that we need. Here's the second question that I asked myself. Is this purchase within my budget at the moment? So if I identify, okay, this is a need or this is a want, the second question is, if this is a need, is this within my budget right now? Okay, you want a new car. Is the cost of the car affordable to you right now? I'm not talking about, can I make the car payment? No. I'm talking about, if the car is $10,000, do you have $10,000 in your budget right now to spend? And if you do have $10,000 in your budget to spend, once you spend that $10,000, are you stressed? Are you hurt? Are you depressed? My team told me, hey, we need a new board because of the new studio. First question, do we need it or do we want it? I had them tell me why we needed it. If they would have said, hey, we want it and we already have a switcher, no, I would have said, no, we're not going to spend that kind of money on something that we want. Help me understand why we need it. And if we don't need it, just tell me the truth. Because I want to spend money on the places that we need. When they told me we needed it, I didn't say yes immediately. I didn't. I said, okay, cool, give me 48 hours. Because anything above $200, I don't make a quick decision on. Give me 48 hours. Let me look at my budget. Let me look at the company's budget, and I'll let you all know. I didn't tell them that I got the switcher until like a day or two before we was coming to set up. The switcher literally got here the day we were setting up the studio, because I had to make sure that it was within inside of my budget and it wouldn't hurt me and hurt the things that we need to be doing to keep the money flowing. What's going on, fam? I want to thank my friends over at Bethel Tech for sponsoring today's video. Bethel Tech's micro credential program. Just 15 weeks and you're on your way to mastering in-demand tech skills, setting you apart in today's competitive job market. And the best part, it's all online, 100% online, and fitting perfectly into your busy life. Bethel Tech isn't just about tech skills, it's about growing your character through spiritual mentorship and faith groups, shaping you into a Christian leader in the tech world. You'll learn from industry experts geared towards your success. What about landing your dream job? Bethel Tech's graduates are making waves at companies like Salesforce and Dell. And with a price tag of only $5,000, it's an investment in your future that's both affordable and valuable. Are you ready to start? With multiple start dates, there's never been a better time. Visit AnthonyONeal.com/Bethel. Again, that is AnthonyONeal.com/Bethel, and step into your tech career with confidence and character. Here's the third question. Can you find it somewhere at a lower price? Can you find it somewhere else at a lower price? Period. I don't have no problem. So, okay, you know what? They sent me a B&H photo. I went and looked on Amazon. I went and looked on eBay. I'm like, okay, cool, great. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else at a lower price. Here's the thing, family. You can't manage what you do not track. You cannot steward what you do not monitor. And if you're not monitoring your spending, if you're not monitoring where your money is going, if you're just out here, you're just spending money freely and just openly, and you're not tracking what you're doing, you're not asking yourself questions to hold yourself accountable, you're never going to get to the wealth that you desire. And here's something that I really want to encourage you to do. I came out with a tool, called the Wealth Builder, where you're going to be tracking your investments. You're going to be tracking your spending. You're going to be tracking where your money is going. It is simply $10. It is simply affordable. And I want you to get that tool, because if you're not monitoring what you're spending and what you're investing into, you guys, it's not going to be well. It's not going to be well. Because what's going to happen, which leads us into number 4, is that you're going to continue to be racking up debt. Because what you're going to be doing is you're just spending money, you're not saving money. And what's happening is, because you're spending your money, now you got to go borrow money to get that car. Now you got to go borrow money to, take that vacation that you knew that was coming up 6 freaking months ago. Instead of you saving the money in your high yield savings account, you went and spent your money on a brand new iPhone when you didn't need it. You wanted it. Oh my God, they got 4 cameras on the back now. Let me get this because the camera is better. I was like, man, please. This right here is an iPhone 13. Everyone's getting a brand new phone. Oh man, they got the brand new camera on there. Oh, and you can charge it with the same one that you charge up the computer on. I'm fine. I am fine. I don't need to have the brand new phone. I'm not about to sit here and be making payments on the phone. I'm sorry, y'all. I know half of y'all out here making payments on the phone. That is crazy to me. You're always going to be in debt because they're going to come out with a brand new phone every single year. You're going to convince yourself that you need it. Now you're in debt to your phone, which leads me to number 4. You got to eliminate your consumer debt. You got to. In the year 2024, if you're going to be saving wisely, you got to be eliminating your consumer debt. We're aiming for financial freedom. We want abundance. We want wellness. We want what else we want? We want peace. I'm getting excited. I got to focus here. I got to focus. But we want abundance. We want wellness. We want freedom. And debt robs us of that freedom. And how do we save money? We save money by stop paying other people. Aren't you sick and tired of getting up on Monday, going to work just to pay the majority of it? Aren't you tired of that? Don't you feel it when you get up in the morning? You go and you brush your teeth, you take a shower, you look at yourself in the mirror to only realize that, man, I am going to work. I am going to work 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours today, so that when I get paid on Friday, 75, 80% of my paycheck is going to somebody else's wealth. It's going to somebody else's family. It's going to somebody else's legacy, and it's not going to mine. Don't you get sick and tired of that? Don't you? I'm gonna pause because I can't hear you, but you can hear me. And I want you to say it out loud. I'm sick and I'm tired of that. And it wasn't until I told myself, it wasn't until I looked at myself in a daggone mirror and I said, I am sick and tired of paying Billy Joe Bob all this freaking money, and I'm coming home and I gotta ask my parents for money. I gotta ask my friends for money. I remember the day when I had to ask my homeboy for $5 just to get something to eat at freaking McDonald's. But I just got a check for $1,200. It pissed me off. And I don't know about you all. That stuff will piss me off still to this day. All these other influencers talking about go ahead and get the 800 credit score and going ahead and, use other people's money, but there's no point in doing it. There's 0 point. What freedom comes with that? Interest paid out is a penalty. Interest paid to me is a reward. So what am I doing? I'm sitting here and I'm making everybody else rich. I'm making everybody else rich. Wells Fargo rich. Bank of America rich. Y'all know Wells Fargo was a family last name? So I'm sitting here and I'm paying all this money to this joker's kids and grandkids and my grandkids. It's like, well, what the hell, Dad? Where's my legacy? The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. I'm helping that good man over there at Wells Fargo. I'm helping that good man over there at Bank of America. I'm helping that good man help them out. But what the hell am I doing with my family?